Hi Stampers, it's Rachel here from Rachthestamper.wordpress.com, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a really cute note card and box set that I found on Angie Judah's website, Chicken Scratch. She gave me the inspiration for this. It is a really pretty set on its own. You can either make the note cards and just give the note cards out, or you can also additionally make this box and then you could give it all as a gift to give someone. We're going to be using the Going Global set, which is retiring. We're going to be using the 3x3 note cards that Stampin Up sells, which are also retiring. We're going to be using 3 colors today: Blackberry Bliss, Wild Wasabi, and Calypso Coral. Blackberry Bliss is one of the in colors. That'll also be disappearing soon. And then we're going to be using designer series paper to make these cards. So what I did is I went ahead with the Flowering Fields designer series paper that was available during Celebration. So this is the set I'm going to use. You could easily use any other set as well. As a matter of fact, another great set is the Botanical, I think this is Botanical Gardens is what it's called. Botanical Gardens. And this coordinates with the Botanical Bloom set. So if you were going to use this color, you could use Cajun Craze as your base. But since we're using the Flowering Fields, we're going to be using a sheet of Wild Wasabi. And then we're going to make some accent pieces. So we're going to need a sheet of Tip Top Taupe. And then we're going to need some Whisper White sheets as well to make our note cards. So let me show you how we're going to get started. So we're going to cut our paper at 3 inches. And we're going to make 6 cards total. So you're going to need 2 sheets of Whisper White. You can kind of vary the sheets of designer series paper that you're using. So I did 3 pieces, and then I just used the flip side of each of them. So what we're going to do for our Whisper White is I cut this at 3 inches, and then I'm going to trim it down to 6 inches. So we'll have a 3x6 card that we're going to score at 3. So it'll be a 3x3 folded card. And then we're going to use all these scrap pieces to make our little sentiment pop-ups and whatnot. Alright, so we have 6 pieces of 3x6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's what we're going to work on. Those are going to be our card bases. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take all the little scraps that were left over, and that's what we're going to stamp our images onto that we're going to pop up. So what we're going to do is also have here, I've already pre-cut these. These are 6 pieces, and these are going to go on top of our cards of the designer series paper. These are cut at 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 square. So these are the flip side. So I just used, not that one, the flip side. So you only have to use three sheets, and you cut them out. So let me show you what we're going to do. We are going to use the You Are My Greatest Adventure, I Thank My Lucky Stars for You, and You Mean the World to Me. And you could certainly use any other stamp set if you wanted to switch out the images, any other designer series paper as well, if you don't have this one on hand. It's also a good way to use your designer series paper if you don't really know what to do with it, because I have oodles of it, and sometimes I run out of ideas, and this is a really great way also to be able to see both sides of it. So we're going to do, first of all, we'll do a Thank My Lucky Stars. We'll do that in green. Just grab my Stampin' Mat here. All right. So we'll just do 2 of each. And they don't have to be, you know, exactly even or centered or anything, because you can cut them however you'd like them. Okay, and one more. This one is You Mean the World to Me. You could even do, if these images are a little too small for you, you could even break out the background stamp of this with the Big Dipper, and you could stamp this on top of it. These would be really cute. I'm going to do 1 of each like that. So 1, 2, 3. These 3 will keep regular. And I'm going to do this in, I'll use the Archival Black for this. stamp. A block, I should say. Probably could have stamped this on top maybe first. Would have been a better idea, but you get the point. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to punch these out with the 1 3/4 punch. That's another thing. A lot of these punches are also retiring. Just for your information, so if there's something you want to get, better get it soon. The accessories pretty much with Stampin' Up, which are all the buttons and brads and everything, those that are retiring are all on a first come first serve basis. So once they're gone, they're gone. They will not make new ones. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of Tip Top Taupe, and we're going to make a, so that was 1 3/4, we're going to punch out a 2-inch. And you can do this or you can not do it. Either way, it's completely up to you. We'll just punch out, we'll punch out 3. And that way it'll show you 3 different ways you can do it. So, theirs are going to layer with, we'll just do these with Snail, because this will be simple enough with Snail. Make sure I pick 3 different ones. There's one. Okay, so we're just going to put these right onto our circles. Just like that. Okay. And then these 3 we'll put on regular. And we're going to take our note cards. And we're going to just fold these and score them. I'm sorry, fold the, yeah, well, fold and score. Or fold and bone fold. Just like so. You could also score these. Some people like to score theirs ahead of time. That's perfectly good option as well. Mine kind of, I guess, depends on the mood I'm in. Okay, one more. And then we're going to just attach these. Okay, so now what we're going to do is you can just lay your designer series paper out just like this, because they're all going to be opposite. As long as you don't have any matching patterns, you're just going to put adhesive on the backs of all these and attach them to the bases that we've made. Okay, and the only thing you want to make sure is if you like these one way or the other, so your cards can either open this way or this way, if there's a pattern that you like with the raindrops, you would want it to be falling. So if you're going to do cards that open this way, if not, you wouldn't want to put this so it's facing the correct direction. And so these, there's the flowers, stripes. So the stripes I'm going to do vertically as well. Flowers, they can go either way. Dots. And I guess these are the little wispies off of dandelions. That's what they look like to me anyway. That looks like a card that says allergy season. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop these circles that we've created up onto dimensional. So I'm going to just put 1 dimensional on the back of each. And then just pick randomly or particularly, if you're particular, one that you like best with the card that you've made with the designer series paper. Some people like them to coordinate. Some people like them to contrast. So that's totally up to you as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll put up with that one. Make sure they're facing the correct direction. Put that one over here. It's a little busier. Okay, so there you go. You have 3 or 6 note cards that you just put your little envelope with. These fit right in here. So you could give this as a gift to someone with the 6 envelopes. Just stack them up to an envelope. And then they could pop this in. Just make sure you tell them they can't mail it. They could pop it inside of a gift. They could pop it on top of the gift with a gift bag, you know, either or. And the other thing we're going to make now is a little box for them to go into. So for this, you're going to need your Simply Scored scoring tool. And I'm going to just close this up for now, just to get it out of the way. Okay, and you're going to have one piece of designer series paper. So again, I said I went with, I think this is Pear Pizzazz. So you're going to take your Simply Scored scoring tool, and what you're going to do is you're going to score each of these at 1 inch. So all 4 sides at 1 inch. Okay, and then you're going to turn it back to landscape, and you're going to score it 5 inch. And I believe it's at 6, 5 and 6, yeah. 5 inches and 6 inches, or 5 inches and flip it around and score it again at 5 inches. And what you're going to do now is you're going to take your paper, and you're going to just fold it really hard along the creases. And this is a full size sheet of cardstock. So this is one entire sheet that you're going to use. So we've used 1 full sheet of cardstock of a color, or you could do this in white. Totally up to you. I just decided to do color. I thought it'd be more fun. And 2 sheets of Whisper White, and then your designer series paper, and that's pretty much it. So this is a pretty nifty way to make out a nice little gift for someone. Okay, so then you're going to take your scissors, my little short scissors, and you're going to just trim the ends of your, just to the edge of the box line there, on all 4 and on both sides. And then the other thing you can do is up to you, is you can make this a little notch if you'd like. Some people like that because it seems to make the edges go a little better. So if you're going to do that, you just trim off a little teeny piece. And we'll do that off of, kind of what you're really almost doing is trimming off the score lines, because then you'll lose your little pieces. So it makes your ends fold in nicer. Okay, almost done. And then we're going to just put this together with some adhesive. Now I have made this once before, and personally I will tell you that I think it's better to use the fast fuse for this, because just with the box, if it does get opened and closed, because probably if you give this to someone, I'm sure they're going to show it off to someone and, oh my gosh, can you believe she made this box? That's so neat. So what you want to do is you want to put adhesive on the insides, because you're going to have your box fold up like this, and then this piece will go on here on the inside and on here on the inside, because I'm going to tell you right now, I have done it the opposite way, and then I kicked myself afterwards because there wasn't really any way to fix it. So just get my fast fuse. Okay, and then so basically we're just putting adhesive on all of the tabs. Same on this side. Oh, my fast fuse got stuck. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so then you're going to just close your box, and you're going to just fold your pieces in and close them. And if you like one side better than the other, for this one it doesn't really matter. Just put your tabs all in. This one got stuck to itself. Okay, so then this is then going to be the lid of your box. So I'm going to put this like that, right on the edge. Okay, and then your box will close just like that. So you could stop there, but why? The other thing you might want to do is you could use your 1-inch circle punch just to punch out a little bit of a tab so people can get this open. It doesn't have to be huge, just kind of looks like a little checkbook box, if you still use checks. like me. I could be the only person in the world that still uses checks. So, let's see. I'm going to use... Gosh, I thought I got a piece of paper out, and then oh, here it is. I'm going to use a piece of paper that I didn't use for any of the cards. I'm going to use this to decorate my box. So we're just going to cut out some pieces of paper and adhere them to the box. So we're going to cut out, one more time, we're going to get our Stampin Trimmer. Let me see, what did I do with my measurements? Here they are. So we're going to cut out a piece that is 6 1/4 by 3 3/4. So 6. Is that 6 1/4? Yes, 6 1/4. And you know what? I'm going to turn this way. This is the only thing. You have to make sure that when you're looking at it that you have your box lined up correctly. Otherwise, your paper is going to end up crooked, and that would kind of be a little sad. So 6 1/4 by 3 3/4. So that's going to fit right onto the top of your box. So that's what I was saying. The way I was going to cut it before, it would have been this way. And that wouldn't have been very pretty. So, and then we're going to do 2 pieces of 6 3/8 by 7/8. So we'll do it this way. So let's see. 6 3/8. So that will be 1, 2, 3. Is that right? Oops. And then that is by 7/8. So that is right before the 1-inch mark. We're going to need 2 pieces of this. This is much easier. I unfortunately don't have a Stampin Trimmer yet. That will be my next purchase. And then we're going to do one more. So this is going to be 3 7/8. So again, it's 1 notch right before the 4-inch mark. And then by 7/8, 1, which is 1 notch before the 1-inch mark. 2 of those as well. Okay, so let me just get this out of the way. Put those 2 pieces. So the only thing we have left to do is we're going to adhere all this. And again, just because this is something that may get opened, you probably want to use fast fuse. The first time I made it, I didn't, and I kind of wish I would have. So we'll put a little fast fuse. All right, so these 2 pieces will go onto the side, like that, and like that. This one will go onto the top. Just make sure I have the right side. I thought this looked really pretty instead of doing it on white, doing it on a colored piece of cardstock, just because I kind of picked up the green of the little stems, and we're going to fix this in a second. I know that little notch there isn't cut out yet. We'll do that in 1 second. And then this piece goes onto, onto the back. Okay, and then we'll just take our 1-inch punch and just pop this out a little bit. So you have a little, fix that little bit of a, there you go, a little bit of a lip to pick it up with. Okay, so there you go. So then you have your little box. You can put these fit in here really nicely. This is such a cute idea. I'm so thrilled that I saw this on her site because it was a cute idea. So you have your little cards and your note cards you put in there. And then the other thing you can do is you do still have a couple little scrap pieces of paper left. So we'll do, let's do, I'm trying to find another one that would be really cute to put on the front here. This is a good one. This is from the Hostess set that is retiring as well in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. You're a whole lot of lovely. Thank you. You're fabulous. So you could give this as a thank you gift. This would be great as a thank you gift. Whole lot of lovely. You're fabulous. We'll do You're fabulous. And then we'll do the little flower as well. So what we'll do is, let's see. Let me do this on this piece here. We'll do this in Wild Wasabi, and then we'll stamp the flower in Blackberry Bliss. So, okay, and then we'll do a little flower. Oops. And then what we'll do is we will punch this again with, what do we have here? The 1 3/4. Let's see if we can get all, even if we get partially in. Yeah, that's not quite as in. So let me do, I'm going to just do this. This is still ink. This Blackberry Bliss really has some huge staying power. Really going to miss it when it's gone. There you go. Almost got our words in there. All right, and then we'll take, again, another piece of the Tip Top Taupe, and we'll do that with a 2-inch circle punch. And we'll put both of these up on 2 dimensionals. Onto the top of this. So this will go on here, and this will go on here. You could also use a piece of, let's see, that really wouldn't coordinate, I'll say, piece of, oh, what do we have here? That actually might match. So you could use a piece of, I think this is the Tangerine Tango. I'm not sure if this is still on the website or not, but a piece of the Tangerine Tango. Kind of pulls out the orange a little bit in that. And tie it around. And let's just trim the end of that off. And then what you can do is move this up. And that way, if they want to open this box, they can just slide this off, slide it back on. Should be pretty simple to slide back on. There you go, just bring your ribbon back around to the front. And you could put this near the top, near the bottom, whatever you like best. So, I hope you like this great card and project today. I know this was a super long video because of making all this stuff. Thank you for being patient and watching along with me. If you have any questions, you can shoot me an email at rachthestamper@gmail.com. You can get all of this supplies and more in my online store at rachthestamper.stampinup.net. If you have any comments about this project or any of my other projects, you can check out my blog, rachthestamper.wordpress.com. I hope to hear something from you soon, and I hope you have a great creative day.